Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Vocalize. I'm your host Aditya, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be starting a new segment on the podcast called Off-Topic. So, we're going to be talking about everything except my startup company. So, for the first topic of off topic, we're going to be talking about how social media has changed the startup culture around the world. The generation that came before us know how hard it really is to get in touch with people that can help them build their company or brand or product, and most of the time not knowing whether they were the right people for the job or not. And if they did manage to get in touch with the right person, they would really not really know how to properly or professionally communicate their business idea due to the lack of, the right information. And even if they did find the right person and source of information, the other person may not like the idea at the end. So the entrepreneur then would have to get back into that grind of searching for the right person or investor all over again. So now it's as easy as DMing thousands of options of the right people on multiple social media platforms to find the right fit for the task at hand. So, this term, right fit, is a luxury to many of the past entrepreneurs that have, gone and built industries with nothing and have made billions and are the largest names in the world today. Okay, let me show you with an example how easy we have it at, starting our own company today. Okay, let's take the example of a t-shirt company. For anybody with entrepreneurial aspirations or people who just want an alternative source of income, take note. First, find a t-shirt manufacturing company or a website who sells like good quality product for a really good and reasonable price. Then search for a printing service not that far from your place. Now download like high quality and resizable transparent background images or PNGs like off the internet and that have trendy sayings or memes or anything of your taste. Now go ahead and create a website using a template website maker and get a catchy domain name. You can use sites like Squarespace or Wix to build your site. They do not cost a lot at all if you are actually going to be making any income off this site that where you're going to be selling t-shirts off. Okay, and now create the product pictures to put up on your website and get or you just get a friend to help you with that. Now release the website and post affordable ads on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, etc. And you can start selling your product at any given time. Now, for those of you who are actually considering this business idea, keep in mind just supply only to demand. So, what I'm trying to say is that only on receiving the order from your customer should you place the order for a t shirt or any item that will be printed and delivered off. And also remember the price of the product should be reasonable. Do not try to get like huge profit margins of the products that you'll be selling on your website because that's not really a good business plan, and end of the day it will not work. So keep that in mind. So yeah, this was an example of on how easy it actually is to start a small business or a startup with the help of the internet or social media. Okay, so for those people who are actually wondering whether this is a good business plan or an idea or whatever, here's something that I just found. So The Indian textile industry is worth around 200 billion US dollars and is growing on a daily basis. T-shirts alone take up 50% of those sales. So 200 billion dollars, and today the US dollar costs 72 rupees, so you can do the math. And so now figure out how big this industry actually is, and you can actually get paid a lot, or create a good source of income from just making, or reprinting or rebranding t-shirts and selling them off on your own site. Okay, I don't actually mean completely rebrand and sell. What I mean is take the permission of your t-shirt supplier whether you can do this, and you can actually put up your own designs and send it off. Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay, so if we're talking about small businesses or startups, okay, let's just take this t-shirt business as the prime example in this podcast, and talk around it. Okay, so imagine a person from the older generation would want to start, say, this the t-shirt business. It would be way more harder for him or her to actually do this. First, they'd have to go search for a supplier, either through a phone call, or actually go to Tamil Nadu, where they have reasonably priced, really good quality cotton t-shirts that people actually buy and sell till date after rebranding them with their own memes or pictures, whatever. Okay, so yeah, so the people from the older generation actually had to go travel and search for the suppliers, and also check the quality of the product so people don't complain about the product that they're going to be selling in the future. And after that, this product had to be shipped in bulk, because these suppliers do not sell in small quantities, and these people had to you know come up with their monthly margins or yearly margins of sales. And it was a little hard for them to even distribute without actually having a place to advertise their product, or directly sell to a consumer without actually having three or four middlemen in between who also had to get paid. So the the thought of a startup actually scared most of the people in the olden days, because most of them were actually really good ideas, and would actually be worth billions today. But there was a form of lack of confidence and lack of information for them to actually go through with it. After finding out all of this information about the older generation, we seriously need to show mad respect to these guys, because what we just post on a daily basis, the hashtag grind, these guys invented the fucking grind. Sorry for the profanity, but it had to be said. So if you know any people who have started a company and are older than maybe 55 or 60, just go and actually appreciate them. And if it is possible, get to have a talk with them, or a coffee with them, just a simple conversation, so you can actually find out what they actually went through to start their company, or get their idea out into the world. Okay, I think that's it for this episode. Like I said in the last one, I'm going to keep these a little short. So, thank you for listening. If you like this episode, I don't know where you're listening to this, drop a like or follow or whatever. And if you feel that there's enough information or good information for to help out a friend of yours, just share this with them. And yeah, again, thank you for listening. This is Vocalize, and I'm your host, Aditya. Goodbye.